Okay. So I'm going to do just a quick review. This is from a game that we played, I believe, last night. Um, I drink a lot, so I think it was last night. But we're gonna watch a game that we had together, us, and then Bio, and then I think he played with us for a little bit, and then me, of course. But we're gonna start off thinking about a couple of things. Let it get
I
into
will
it.
not leave a broken world behind. Amelie.
So first thing I always, as I always say in every review I do, look at the team comps. This is perfectly fine, unless they have, well, we don't know coming out, but we have a Fair Mercy, which they should be a little combo right here. Sigma, perfectly great for this. Hanzo speaks for itself. The only thing that could give us problems eventually will be maybe double hit scan into Farah, but I'm pretty confident he'll carry his weight. And the Juno and the Moira shouldn't be a problem, really, because they're not having anything that's proactive in my mind that's game changing. They have very reactive ults if they're not used in a team sense. So like something like Moira, you can definitely be proactive with, say, hey, we're engaging, let me pop my ult. Juno, same thing. All of their ults are very proactive, but they don't actually, at this kind of level, I don't think that they're going to use them in a way that is going to be proactive, if you know what I mean. They're going to do things in response to the plays that we're going to make, because that's just how people of a certain skill rating do, because in their mind they're trying to fix the situation, they're not trying to become the situation. So let's just skip ahead a little bit and we'll see what we can get done here. Alright, starting off.
Defend objective A.
Thank you very much, Athena. Starting off here, we're going to pay attention mostly because this is just quick play and this is just looking at, really what I want to look at is positioning, your game sense, and very basic things that are things that you can work on that you don't get through just playing. You know, this is stuff that you need to think about. You'll get it through playing, because if you don't do these things, then you won't get better, because there's an old thing that said, if you have good aim, good positioning, and good game sense, you can be top 500. There's plenty of people that have two of the three, and they make it to GM or Masters, but they never really break through to that next level of true, like, clairvoyance of understanding what's happening while they're playing. There's plenty of people that have unbelievable aim, but they have dog shit game sense, and they don't understand why they're losing. They can understand a headshot, but they can't understand why they killed 3 people and still lost the point. So hopefully through doing a little VOD like this, like I said, this is only a 5-minute game, so doing this little VOD, maybe this will be a nice introduction to show why those things are so important to what we're doing. And maybe somewhat through this, I might switch over to my POV to kind of show what I'm thinking about while I'm playing, so you can see how my brain is reacting to situations and being proactive to those situations.
Sorry.
Fire
Initialized. Yes.
So just immediately, I just want to tell you that I played Ana a ton. Reached top 200 playing Ana, Lucio, Zenyatta. Because you're playing Ana, you don't need to be in a position like this ever, pretty much. Unless you're trying to do DPS, which you're not a hyperactive DPS doing Ana. You're very much so heal the team, keep them alive. You're playing support as not a heal bot, but you're supporting the people that are going to make the plays, such as your DPS and your tank, which is perfectly fine. That's a lot of people play the game like that, which is okay. You're not ML7, I'm not ML7. He plays it a little bit differently because he has the mechanical ability to do that. Us regular people, though, need to think about how the character needs to be played as a general sense. So having this positioning right here, there's no reason for you to ever be out looking at their tank like this, because you can do just as much healing over here, back where we started at, onto your Sigma or the Hanzo that's going to come up, or anyone, without exposing yourself to any sort of damage. Not saying that you're going to die right here, but that's just something that you don't need to put yourself in unnecessary harm's way. So we were talking the other night that you want to get better at your anti-nades and stuff like that, and using your skills appropriately, or your abilities appropriately, which is something to very much so focus on, a very attainable goal, knowing when to and when not to. So just for a quick little point, I'm going to rewind it just a little bit here. I'm going to show you what I would have done instead, because you get a little trigger happy with your nade here, and then you get a little bit insecure about using your sleep dart. Let's just watch. So the round's charging. We hear that about to happen.
She's gonna blow!
Comes through right here. And your first thought is to throw the nade. It whiffs entirely. The shot's perfectly fine. As soon as you see this Sigma hit that rock right there, you can double stun him. You can get him CC chained and then follow up. So instead of throwing the nade immediately, which, me personally, when I'm playing Ana, I like to use the nade in a way that's not just offensive but defensive as well. So you want to use it in a way that's helping your team both ways, if that makes sense, because it anti-heals and heal boost at the same time. So once he gets stunned by the rock right here, let him be stunned for a millisecond, but while he's stunned, you can hit him with a sleep dart and chain CC him. And when he's slept, then you can hit him with your anti-nade.
Let shadow continue.
So you see that whole time right there where he wasn't doing anything, where you're zoomed in on him, perfect opportunity to hit him with a sleep dart.
Stand up straight.
This is a little micro thing, just something to help you get better in the future. Because you see, you had sightlines on that Ashe right there for a little bit. I'm not telling you to take the 1v1 because I don't think you should, especially at the skill level that you're playing at. What I would do instead is be telling your DPS the location of the Ashe. I'm pretty confident that the Hanzo and the Pharah know of the location right here, but it's a good thing to just ping it just in case.
Get them off me!
Another moment where, because Ryan has a very linear charge essentially, so he can move it a little bit, but it's not going to move too much. It's just being a little bit too devil may care, if you will, with your abilities right here. So it's a long cooldown on both of your abilities. You got 14 seconds, and then you're about to have another, 12, 13 second cooldown coming up. It's just one of those things that the more you play, the more you'll see that those are game-changing abilities on a game-changing character. Ana is one of the most important characters in the game, and you have a big responsibility to make sure that you're using your abilities wisely in a way that gets max value.
Taking damage. Healed up. Healing you.
I do like the heal prio to get the Hanzo back to max HP, and I think you're going to get heal prio on the Mercy right here, because saving your support is probably, it's pretty much paramount to saving anyone else on the team, sans maybe the tank, because, sans the tank, because if you don't save them, then you can't save anyone else, pretty much. Once the Mercy goes down, then that means that the whole team comp's probably going to crumble, and that goes for if you're playing Juno, if you're playing Moira, Lucio, anyone. Keeping your support alive with you is the most important thing in my mind to be successful, because if you're both alive, you can win this fight without the Pharah. You can win this fight without the Hanzo. You can't win this fight without the Mercy or without the Ana, and we'll see how that goes.
The fight is imminent. I'm taking the Mercy.
And Hanzo just goes crazy and gets a couple of kills, and then we win the point right here.
Our work is not done!
This is a little thing because it doesn't really, this is something that's going to be like higher level kind of team composition, team synergy type of thing. But in a situation like this, when you have multiple people capping the point right here, being Ana, taking off angles and playing her as a support sniper is always a good call, because you can take this route. Let me see if I can pull up, maybe back this out a little bit. So if you can take this angle where you get up onto this high ground right here, you'll be able to come up here and then go around this this corner and everything, and maybe have different sight lines. Even if you start getting poked out by a sniper, Ash, or whatever, Widowmaker or anything, you can always drop back down, but it's okay to be proactive while taking these sort of off angles. Because that would take you a matter, by the time that this point gets capped, you could be up here, taking this off angle, and giving information and calling out plays, instead of just being, essentially you're not doing anything right now, you have nothing but free time sitting on the point.
Standing.
I've got you.
Objective A captured.
Another thing, this is just something I've noticed in the last couple of minutes of watching. I think that your aim sensitivity might be just a bit too low, and that's coming from someone that plays at 4.0 or 4.2 sensitivity in-game and 1600 DPI. I play at a very low sensitivity myself, but it looks like you're playing at an even lower sensitivity. It looks like you might be playing at 7 or 8 in-game and then like 800 DPI. It looks like you're playing at very, very low DPI or sensitivity, which makes it to where you're constantly having to move your whole arm much more than you want to even just do the basic sort of like quick aiming to your teammates. And I, like I said, I play at a very low sensitivity myself, but I have a very wide desk with a full mouse pad that is covering my whole desk. So I use my whole arm to aim a whole lot instead of just using my wrist. And a lot of people that have high sensitivity use wrist aiming, and low sensitivity is usually for arm aiming. Probably why I have tennis elbow now, but that makes it to where it's harder for you to get to the shots that you want to make because you're playing at such a low sensitivity, which most people that I've watched play at way too high of a sensitivity, so it's actually quite jarring to see somebody playing lower than what they probably should be.
I'll keep you up.
Protect the payload.
This is a compliment to you. Great hearing to notice that there was a Sojourn above us. The only thing I could tell you is to ping that, because you have a Hanzo right here, which I think has been identified. Let's see, POV has been identified that the Sojourn is there, because good headphones as well, listening, game sense. But if you ping that, then the rest of the teammates that aren't paying attention will know about it as well. I like the retreat idea at first. I'm not even mad about the nade at all, too, because this looks like it's going to be a good ante if it hits. But I like the idea to disengage a little bit now that we lost the Pharah here.
Actuating the barrier.
Great sleep dart.
I needed that.
So when you're aiming down sights, let's go back just a little bit. So when you're aiming down sights like this, and we'll go back at very slow speed. So I know she missed a couple shots here. Anything within this reticle right here will count as a hit. And Anna's aim is hit scan when she's zoomed in like this. So it doesn't have to be perfect. So this shot right here, if you push left click, it should hit for heal. And somehow you miss multiple times, but it's because I think that you're maybe getting excited. You just slept a Reinhardt. You're in the zone. You're feeling excited. You just need to calm down a little bit. Just know that you've been here before, and you can hit these couple of shots to get your Hanzo back to full HP.
Taking care of you.
See how that hit while it wasn't even on it? That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Enough whining. You're fine.
The barrier is weakened.
Let me cut the pain.
Me personally, I would just wait a second because this SIG was almost full HP. That use of the nade right there is a little bit too much, too early in the fight. We want to burn down this Rhine shield, or for that matter, Zarya bubble, or Orisa jab, or Orisa spin, or anything, or maybe even Hog breather. But you want to be proactive in understanding that, keeping track of abilities like that, because being one of the biggest healing players on your team, you want to use your abilities that can deny healing in a way that they can't react to. Unless they have a Suzu, which they don't, which you see that they don't, you want to make sure that you are the one that's making the good play. So right there, you're just kind of costing yourself another 10-15 seconds of downtime because you can't make that play. Like, how good would it be to have the nade right here that you could throw on this wall, recover his HP a lot, and anti-him?
Healing you.
Barrier initialized.
My ultimate is full charge. Get in there.
Close. That was really nice to almost be in a good sleep dart. He just blocked at the right time.
I've got you. The Eye of Horus watches over you. Enough whining. You're fine. You're powered up. Get in there. Intub amen.
Good nano. The Hanzo.
I'm at the height of my performance.
I'll make quick work of them.
I'm on top of the world.
أنا محدش يقدر عليا.
Almost followed up with a good kill there.
I won't let you
Funny
fall.
enough, Soccer Dad just sent me a fucking friend request in the middle of this VOD review. That's fun.
Help me.
Great identification on that right there. That's a good play, honestly. That's a really good play to make sure that the Hanzo doesn't have to lose focus on what he's shooting at, so that you can take care of that so I don't have to turn around, you know?
Fucking satellite vector! What? Do something!
I have to keep fighting.
Dragon consume you. The barrier cannot withstand much more.
Don't fret. I see you.
Barrier initialized.
I've got you. This got the pace.
Great play keeping the Hanzo alive. Like I said, like keeping your hyper carry right here alive is incredibly important, as well as like I said, keeping the Mercy alive is more important than anyone else. But considering how much the Hanzo's been doing this game, that's a great idea, because we're gonna probably, I don't know this, but when you see the Ryan coming so aggressively like this, you start playing like, well, does he have Shatter? Why is he being so aggressive? So keeping up your front line right here is not a bad idea.
My duty is being done!
Enough whining. You're fine.
Come on, team. Push the pace!
A payload in motion.
Taking care of you.
I'm at the height of my performance!
This is all just great cleanup here.
You'll feel it. Hello.
I don't think that they're even going to get a
Yeah.
chance to really contest or touch again after this.
The payload
Let the dragon consume you.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Great game. Let's go through and see from the Hanzo.
I will not leave a broken world behind.
defend objective A.
Barrier initialized. Yeah.
So we're starting off thinking we see these people over here. No idea about the Ash yet.
Aerial positioning underway.
So we got some information. We got this right here. Boom, boom. We can ping both of those. kill right there. That's the ghost sign. Let's win this fight.
Unerring precision.
They're down 2. We can't lose this fight.
Forged. I am taking the point.
And then that's that right there. I'm gonna push forward, and then everyone else can cap the point while we're just spacing them off.
Our work is not done.
In me.
Objective A captured. Escort
By the dragon.
Let me tend to that.
You can't hide.
Dynamite.
Actuating the barrier.
We're playing the choke a little bit. The run's pushed up a little bit, so he's not able to defend these sight lines right here. That's why I'm spamming down the choke.
I'll find them.
This is a very minutia thing that a lot of people don't understand at a lower skill level, is that they're so worried about the tank in front of them. When I see the tank up in my face and he's like over here and doing all that, I'm looking past the fight. And this is just DPS advice, because I don't know how much DPS you play, but this is DPS advice, especially playing a sniper like Hanzo. I'm looking past the Reinhardt, because I know that I probably can't kill him with one headshot, but if I land a crazy headshot on the Ashe or the Juno right here, that's game changing. That we can get the whole second point if I hit a crazy headshot here.
Scanning. Hadouken! I'm on fire. Barrier initialized. Locked by the dragon. Dragon. I am truly an honor.
Thank you, Hanzo. This is something that a lot of just lower skill players do. He jumped when he was going to go shatter. We probably wouldn't have killed him if he hadn't jumped. If he would have just shattered, we would have all been laying on our backs and been free game to die. But he jumped and gave us the opportunity to kill him before he even got it off. And because of how well that the Ana and the Mercy have been pocketing the Hanzo, feels emboldened to take these crazy aggressive angles, knowing that even if I take some damage, we'll be fine, and I can just run back and get healed up.
I'm at the height of my performance.
Good nano.
I'm on top of the world.
I feel the dragon's power.
That was just dirty.
Locked by the dragon.
the payload
Working satellite vector.
I have picked only
Do something.
Hadouken! Hello. Your concern. Sorry. Witness the flame of my sword. We got there.
I'm at the height of my performance.
Do you fear me yet?
And that's the end of the game. Anyway, though, I'll upload this to YouTube and I'll let you see a VOD review of it. I hope you enjoy, and send me a replay code of a different game without me in your game. That way I can get you a full review without having, a little bit of bias behind it. Anyway, cheers.